Hey everyone and welcome to Storytime. My name is Jake and today we are going to be looking at the subreddit r/choosingbeggars, where people get a bit too picky when it comes to asking for free stuff. If you're new around here, please do hit subscribe down below so that you never miss out on another video. But for now, let's sit back, relax, and enjoy some Reddit stories. Tony bags a choosing beggar. During high school, I worked as a customer assistance clerk, aka a bagger, at the local grocery store. Wasn't a bad job. Ask paper or plastic, put groceries in bag, don't break the eggs, load groceries into their car, bring in a couple of carts, didn't pay well but wasn't too hard either. There were only a couple bad things about the job. The first one was the tips. If the customer offered a tip, which they did often, we had to refuse it because of the company's strict no tipping policy. Take a tip and get fired. Weird thing was, people got offended when you refused to take their tip. The second bad part was a regular customer we will call Karen. She was a choosing beggar. She would try to use expired coupons and wanted us to price match a competitor's sale flyer from several weeks ago. Manager gets called. She would eat cherries and grapes as she went through the store and then pay by weight for what was left in the package. We would catch her, she would deny it. She would overload her cart to the point it damaged products, which she would then want the item discounted or free. Manager gets called. She would watch us bag her groceries like a post-menopausal hawk and tell us how to do our jobs. Meat needs to be double bagged. Don't put all those cans in one bag. Don't crush my potato chips. Karen, I completed the putting stuff in a bag course when I got hired. I got this. On this particular day, my friend Tony got stuck bagging her groceries. She switched from paper to plastic after he bagged half her groceries. He goes back and rebags her groceries. He had to put everything in a different cart because the one he picked didn't look clean enough. Cashier gives her the total and she loses her head. Prices are too darn high and the store is trying to rob her. She demands to know why she didn't get a double coupon. Cashier explains that Double Coupon Tuesday is, in fact, only on Tuesday, not on Thursday. Apparently, Karen couldn't make it on Tuesday, so we should give her double coupon values on Thursday. Manager gets called again. Manager explains the complicated Double Coupon Tuesday is, in fact, only on Tuesday, not on Thursday. Manager explains the complicated Double Coupon Tuesday is, in fact, only on Tuesday, not on Thursday policy to Karen. Karen says, "Screw it, then I don't want any of it." At this point, the manager just surrenders, gives her double coupon value just to get her out of the store. Cashier is angry. Tony is angry. Customers in line behind Karen are angry. As Tony is putting her groceries in her car, Karen says to Tony, "Be careful loading my groceries and don't be expecting a tip from me." Tony says, "Company policy prohibits us from taking tips." Tony should have stopped there, but he didn't. He then says, "Besides, what would I do with your last dollar?" Karen begins to boil, says she is going to go inside and tell the manager that he demanded a tip. Karen waddles off angrily. Now, Tony could have gone inside and spoken to the manager. Manager might have believed him, especially since the manager knew Tony was a good guy and that Karen was a total wackadoodle. Instead, Tony said, "Screw it." Karen storms in and grabs the manager, and we all watch through the big windows as Tony starts slamming bag after bag into the truck, and we all watch through the big windows as Tony starts slamming bag after bag into the trunk of her rusted Cadillac sedan Devil, while cussing like a drunken Norwegian. Food's flying everywhere. Sodas too. Boxes are ripping open. The eggs, oh dear lord, the eggs. Karen, for once, is speechless. Manager is speechless. I mean, everyone is speechless. Tony walks in, takes off his apron, and hands it to the manager. He turns to Karen and says, "Have a nice day, come again." Then he flips her the bird and walks out into retail history. I think I've said this a lot in previous videos, but this one I really wanted to see. Like, if this would have been recorded, it would have millions of views on YouTube. It would have been so perfect. Choosing Beggar refuses free follow-up, wants a full refund, and for us to service her for free forever. In the pest control service, summer is always a busy time of year for us. For one, it's generally ant and wasp season. We get inundated with mammal problems and, of course, the crazy self-entitled baby boomers. We had a customer call us a week ago for a bedbug treatment for her house, and for most people, we explained that unless we treat all bedrooms and sleep areas, the bedbugs will keep moving from one room to another as we chase them around to get them off. This one customer just flat out refused to believe this, and even when they were transferred to me to complain to the manager, called me a liar and said they would only pay for one room to be treated. Side note, she wanted a canine inspection, which we offer, but for some reason did not want a dog to do it. Generally left me speechless for a good 5 minutes, as I had to explain to them what a canine inspection was. Then she kept saying she wanted a canine inspection, but not for a dog. Anyway, to today, and her calling in with this gem of a conversation. Is it the weekend yet? CB, customer, and M, me. Hello CB, I understand the technician John was there to treat your house last week for bedbugs. Are you looking for your follow-up now? No, I do not want to use your services. Your man did the one room only, and now I have the bugs in another room. Well, as we tried to explain to you, the bedbugs would spread. I want a full refund and I want you to do a free follow-up right now. Well, the follow-up would be free. No, not the free one, you idiot. I want the job again or my rooms for free right away. It's in my warranty. We only offer a bedbug warranty if you get all your bedrooms treated, otherwise they will just escape and come back. Well, as you only got one room treated, it is not covered under the warranty. So, the choosing beggar now shouting at me, "No, I do not get a follow-up. I will get a full refund and free services for any bugs for life, or so help me God. I'll give you a bad Facebook review, you douchebag. Don't you know who I am? I run this strata, and unless you give me everything for free for life, you will never work here again." Side note, this was only 10 minutes ago, and even I have no idea how I didn't just have a go back at her. By the way, the strata for the townhouses was run by a really nice older man who retired a few months back, and this woman took over. In the last 3 years, we have only gone out there 2 times. 3 if you count her place. No, what's going to happen is you're going to pay the money you owe us. You will not receive any free services, and if you post anything on Facebook that is even remotely liable, I will be going straight to our lawyers. You idiot, don't you know about freedom of speech? I can say whatever I want on Facebook. Unless you want a 1-star review, I want my free service and a refund right away. Okay, choosing beggar. Have a nice day. I'll be hanging up now. Please pay the invoice within the term dates. No, I won't pay at all. What are you going to do? Send your goons after me, you bleep? Well, now, I tried to be nice, but honestly, I'm not having a good day, CB. So here's what. If we receive no payment within the terms, then I will send you straight to collections. I can also guarantee you 100% you will never get free services from us. I even offered you the discount we have to give to the old strata manager. How dare you? Do you know who? Okay, love you, bye. I hung up on her and had to block her number on my phone and the office phone. Her emails have been rather colourful. Should I have hanged up on her? No. Did it make me feel good? Oh yes. Right at the end when he said, okay, love you, bye, that was just perfect. I really want to know what her reaction would be to that. Lady hates the cake she bought because the writing sucked. We didn't write it. So the store I work in happens to have a bakery that is connected to a main bakery in another city. Customers order cakes and we get them delivered from the main bakery every day. But in case customers didn't have a time to place an order before they needed it, or in most cases were just too lazy, we also have dozens of assorted frozen cakes in a display next to the bakery. And if they needed writing on it, we could write on it with icing. Now, I don't work in the bakery, but recently I have been practicing my writing with the manager, in case nobody is in the bakery to write on a cake if a customer needs it. The problem is, I'm just a beginner, and I don't have a lot of confidence in my skills yet. So I normally go and get another person that knows how to write on a cake so I don't mess it up. I didn't think I was that bad until I met this one old lady and her daughter. Cast: me, M for manager, and CB, hip grandma. It was a fairly slow evening when I get a call to help someone at the bakery. The people working there usually leave around dinner time, so people at my department usually have to help customers instead. As soon as I get there, I saw that it was one of those hip grandmas you see on the greeting cards. She has all the traits: sunglasses, a pink #1 grandma t-shirt, hot pink dyed hair with white roots, dead serious, and the look of entitlement you can only get out of a senior citizen that knew all the tricks to getting what they wanted. She and her daughter had one of the frozen cakes from the display and asked me if I could write on it for them. And I was very honest and I warned them. I don't have much experience, so I might not be the best at it. Oh, no, this cake needs to be beautiful. It's for my grandson. I can go find someone who can probably write better than me. Please do, and hurry, the party is tomorrow. Kinda confused why it's so urgent if it's not needed by then. But oh well. I run off, looking for the people who I know can write on a cake. Unfortunately, none of them were there, so I headed back to the bakery. Sure enough, they were still there, waiting for me, and looked rather disappointed when I came back alone. I'm sorry ma'am, I can't find somebody else who can write on a cake, so if you want, I can try to... No, you'll ruin it, but don't worry honey. Literally after saying I'll ruin her cake, my son is a bakery manager at this national retail store. He'll write on it for me. Thank you. So she and her daughter waddle off into the store, the blank cake in her cart. I shrugged and said, have a nice day, like I normally do, and head back to work. The very next day, I had just clocked in when I was called up to the office by my manager, the boss. Sure enough, over at the office, I saw the exact same pink-haired lady as the previous day, looking absolutely enraged. When I got there, she gave me the look, like I had just taken her Pomeranian or something. Manager looked rather upset too, as he was holding a phone, her phone. OP, did you write on a cake for this lady last night? Well, I was going to, but... You did, and you ruined my grandbaby's birthday with your awful writing. Gimme my phone. Manager gives her the phone, and she shows me a picture. Sure enough, it was the exact same cake, but even though I wasn't a cake decorating expert, I knew it looked really bad. The cake was white with blue, yellow and orange dots on the side, and 2 red and blue balloons on the top. The writing was in pink, really dark pink, not as pink as her hair though, but even I knew that colour did not blend with the rest of them. And I don't have a picture, but the writing looked like this. Happy birthday, Jaden. Not the real name. Now, I would be fuming mad if the writing was that bad on my birthday cake, but I'm in my 20s and this is for a kid. I'm assuming a fairly young kid. I would understand getting a little annoyed if it looked like that too. Only problem is this. I didn't write it. Manager, I didn't write that. Well, it's one of our cakes, and you were here last night, and she says you came to help her. Yes, he did, and he was saying how much he hated writing on cakes and refused to get another person to write on it for me. Well, ma'am, I was here last night, and so? And I saw him run up here looking for someone else to write for you, but there was nobody. Yeah, and didn't you say you would get your son to write on it for you? Are you saying my son wrote this crap on my grandson's birthday cake? He's a professional. He can write better than you could ever wish you could. Okay, ma'am, you're starting to step out of... I want a refund for this cake. Me, ever so curious. Well, where is it? What? The cake? You have to have it with you to get a refund. Don't you have a job to get to? Or maybe you won't after we're done here. Actually, he's right. You do need to have the cake and your receipt with you to get our policy. We offer a 200% refund policy, meaning if a product is damaged, you can get a new one and your money back. OP, I think you should go. Okay, sorry. Wait, apologize for this bad writing. But I did apologize, or you will make your store lose my business forever. By this point, I can tell manager wanted to be done with this lady as much as I did. So I put on my best actor performance and apologized profusely. I really did feel bad for the kid, but not for her. I went to my post and stayed there, quiet for a while, until I met up with the manager again later that night, who came back to see me. And he told me what happened after I left them there. Apparently, the choosing beggar demanded me to be fired for my sloppy handwriting. Manager tried to explain that I technically wasn't trained to write on cakes yet, I was just practicing, so she should forgive me if it wasn't as good as she wanted. But she still demanded my termination. Eventually, the manager warned her that she needed to leave or he will call security. That was when she started blaming manager for my mistake, which was never my mistake in the first place, asking him how he could hire such a bad workers, and doesn't he know the customer is always right? Finally, choosing beggar waddled out the door. No refund, nor did she get a new cake. He told me not to worry, as he actually did call the security officer and had him check the tapes for the previous night. Sure enough, they confirmed I did offer to write on the cake, but they refused and left with the cake anyway. He had a feeling, since she brought up her son, that she was defending him for his crappy handwriting, even though he was supposedly a bakery manager. We had a laugh and he left me to my work. Only lesson I took from this: never trust old ladies with tie-dye hair. I think it's the fact that she knew fully well that he didn't write on the cake. She knew it was her son that did it, but she still came in and demanded a 200% refund. How much of a bad person do you have to be? Hey everyone, I hope you all had a really good day and that you enjoyed that video. If you want to check out some other videos, then click on screen right now or check out the playlist down below. If you enjoyed that video, then please do leave a like. And if you want to submit your own stories, then you can do so by joining the Discord in the top link in the description. But thank you so much for watching, and I will see you very soon.